Now, the second thing you can do, and I'm going to spend a little bit more time on this, is use visual representations, basically a graphic organizer. We know that graphic organizers help students to organize the information visually. And I think this can be really powerful for students because oftentimes reading is this abstract thing that happens. We can't always see what is going on in a student's brain with their understanding, but a graphic organizer and using a graphic organizer is a great way for students to sort of make visible their thinking. And we know that we want to use graphic organizers. A lot of times we use them at the end of reading as a way to assess learning, but they are a really great teaching tool that you can use before, during, and after reading. And I'm going to kind of give you an example. So let's say you're going to read this article about moths and butterflies, which is written in Compare and Contrast. And so if you're teaching this to your students, what you're going to do is rather than just read through the article and then discuss it at the end, you're going to show them the graphic organizer at the beginning. And you're going to use this as a tool to help activate their background knowledge or the prior knowledge that they have. And you're going to explain, the text we're going to read is going to be an example of compare and contrast. And so when we're finished or as we're reading, we're going to want to fill out this Venn diagram. And we know that in a Venn diagram, we're going to be looking for details about moths that are unique to just moths. We're going to be looking for details about butterflies that are unique to just butterflies. And then we're going to be looking to see what details are shared between the two animals. And just showing the students this visual before you start reading is going to help students understand that as they're reading the text, they should tune in and pay attention to look for details about moths, details about butterflies, and then details about both. And then what you could even do before you start reading is have students share anything that they already know. So even if it doesn't come from the text, have them tell you, okay, what do you already know about moths? And let's fill that in here. What do you already know about butterflies? And fill this in. So you can use the graphic organizer to activate their background knowledge and sort of preview the text to let students know what they're going to be reading about. And then as you're reading, you want students to actively fill out the graphic organizer. So if you're reading and you're like, okay, we've just read a detail about moths, let's add that to our graphic organizer. And then, we've read about butterflies. And then students are going to start to realize, okay, in this entire paragraph here, I read a lot of details about moths. I want to find the most important ones to add to the graphic organizer. But they use this then to help track and monitor their comprehension as they're reading. And if they get to the end of the text and they realize, oh, I only have details about moths, I don't have anything about butterflies, that means that they missed an entire section of the text that's really important, and they need to go back and reread it. So previewing the graphic organizer at the beginning lets students know what they should be paying attention to. Filling out the graphic organizer as you're reading helps students understand the key details that they should be paying attention to. And then at the end, when your graphic organizer is completely filled out, students can use it to recall the information. And they could go through and use the graphic organizer to help them summarize the text. They can use it to discuss the text with a friend, but then they're using the information they put on there at the end to really sort of synthesize what they learn. So using a graphic organizer can be such a powerful tool before, during, and after reading to help your students really hone in and focus on text structure. So